Am I alive? Alive! Alive? 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 Not alive. I'm alive. Alright. Twitch. Twitchy. Alright. It's like I'm alive. Let's close out this. Well, welcome to second stream within 24 hours, I guess. We're gonna start episode 13.
Erudite?
13. Is that in the background? It's like, I don't know, whatever. Let's just go. Oh boy, here we go with the Windmere drama. I'm sure everything will be okay. Nothing will go wrong. No. Nothing will go bad. Alright. Okay, so Mommy Windmere really is just freakishly tall. There we go. I'm gonna be oh my lord. I'm gonna be performing oral sex with the microphone today, as I always do at late night. Try not to bother my neighbors. That should be good. The senior professor of classics at the Victorian National University, Samuel Seuss, once cycled the ample library of Sir Cassegrain to the holly trees upon Londinium's fringes. In these essences of knowledge, these long shadows of histories, we never fail to find parallels to how we ourselves have gone and how we will go. To the toilet. I hope you all have fun staring at my hat. Recorded are the epics and philosophies, one by one, filed away, mythologies and theories. Humble scholars fill page to page with their wisdom and diligence, each laureate poet a bookshelf to themselves. Someday the storm will pass, for hope will never truly die. What is formed with these accounts in ink? With this that is our civilization in all its pride. Sir Cassegrain was a decent goalmate. We debated over many question through our wall. The wall that was perhaps the sole reason our time came to an end without his realizing I was a sarcasm. He simply took me as a Victorian, one to mired introspection at me. I still remember his last words to me before being dragged from the neighboring cell. In any time of trouble, a proud Victorian need only return there, and the winter discontent. But once again feel not so endless after all, and the coming of spring the closest thing. Friend, you need only return there. What if a holder? Or who with that? No, it's probably someone else. Sorter, unless he's been in Victoria before. You're SOL. I tried those out already. Oh yeah, I remember what SOL stands for. Even the paper is a good calfskin, so these books ain't burning. Why call it paper if it's calfskin anyway? Why don't we say riding skin or something? I don't know. Screw us, this fire just ain't happening. We got all smoke and no warm soup pot. Alright. More comfy now. Soup. Soup. Enfield soup. Soon. I'll pull for her, but I'm almost certainly not getting her. Soup. Stuff's just water with a couple stems and scraps we tossed in. You know what? This is all their fault. The sneering royal court shitheads have us out here, doling all the hard and dirty work, snatching Londoners across to work their factories across the entire city, and they won't even give us a hot bowl or something for the trouble. Captain said we've officially seized Londinium now. Defense forces got disbanded. That let those guys out. The Liberi too. Well, I'm starting to regret not going with W. Okay, I almost thought that was a name. Like, the name was W. Goddamn. Goddamn loony woman. Whatever. Probably wouldn't turn out any better if I did. Well. What? All these books, anyways. Could be discount catalogs for all I care. With some old feline collectors made discount catalogs. What is with you and questions? Who gives a shit what's going on in a Victorian's head? Still, never see an old man cry his out like that. Were you watching? Got his embroidered lapel all gunked up with my own snot. With his own snot, oh sorry. Hey, snap out of it. Give me some more books. The fire's about to go out. What are you doing? Reading them. What are you reading? You ain't literate. This shit's in Victorian anyway. Well, there's pictures in here too. Look at these drawings. There's a feline girl here giving a boy a real slap. What do you think the deal's with these two? Cheating, I'd figure. Anything more interesting? No, all the other pictures are dull. Just these things, a couple 100 pages. How many books do we have here? The dinner one's over there. They only put a few words on each line, so you gotta keep looking for the next one. What is it Victorians are writing these? Do lands really have that much worth writing books about? This one, and that one. All kept in beautiful glass cases, and they're all different kinds. There's no possibility. Victorians are so stinking rich they'll pay to bind their own toilet paper. Maybe. Why don't we have books of our own? They flip through these things so much, the edges are curled. Maybe we do. You know, you hear the liches are a bunch of nut jobs who hold themselves up in libraries. No one's seen them for years and years, that's how long. Not that my ass cares. Hot soup to drink means more than enough of that. Yeah, the days just blend together. This book's just blend together. And if I can't read, I know it. There's never one new thing under the sun. 1,000 years ago, we macheted people to death. Now we got more efficient weapons. 1,000 years in the future, we'll be flying through the sky and using, clouds and stars to keep on killing and killing. You know, if we put houses on moons, plant our own food, maybe we'll have to keep fighting like this in the future. Maybe something even bigger will happen and everyone will stop wanting to be up in arms. Haha. Ugh. Never mind, let's get the next book burning. Sometimes I wonder if the work I'm doing is just me satisfying myself. Just trying to prove to myself I'm one of the awake. The what? What did you say, bitch? Are you implying you're woke? What Enos said, really. It keeps you up at night. It's definitely for her. It's for her, 100%. After all, Castle's not going to be overflowing with people who can use a print and press. You get up to speed ASAP, boy. This ain't the classroom. I'm not obliged to teach you the ropes. You could just run your butt back to the countryside. How many more months is your internship? I'm very, very sorry, sir. I wanted to be more scrupulous about my writing. Scrupulous? I don't want a goddamn catastrophe thesis. I want our circulation beating our union friends at Powerlericky Sports, and I want them beaten hard 24/7. Is this Casimiris? If you're office workers passing by the newsstand or the intercity net news subscribers is an essay titled Victoria Makes Massive Strides in Catastrophology. Gonna pry your cash loose? But don't you think Sarcastic Story Victoria is just a little, for a headline? You think our readers want the truth? Even the Central Journal's top-tier subscribers aren't asking for the truth. You need to spoon-feed them worry, fear, feelings of superiority, slightly leading emotional appeals, followed by hard verdicts, and then they want more. Then they'll pluck cash out of their pockets. Then you'll guarantee their goddamn job. Or your goddamn job. Who is it? You know what time it is, right? What? How long ago did that new carrier truck leave with our plates? Half an hour ago. Is there some kind of breaking news from Victoria? No, you idiot. Move. We're going to the printers now. They should be on shift. We can still make it. I'll give the chief editor a call. You write me new lead article ASAP. Front page material. On what? My information says Viviana. The Candle Night? Nova nightclub. Long AWOL. She's formally announcing retirement tomorrow. Quick, we need to be the first body in all of Casimiris to report on this. I'll approve to the GCC which Rose paper editorial really matters most. Tell about Victoria and the shark. Who cares, boy? A million things happen a day on Terra. And we need only the most meaningful scoops of all. Remember that. Call a cowboy. Okay. Come to mention, sir, there's always been some unlicensed devils around here running their own taxis. We noticed they kind of vanished lately. I feel like this is leading into another plot line somewhere else. Distress Arc has a history of war itself. It is a lamentable fact, one I am loyal to. Yet still, I attempt to prove them that slaughter aside, there are events about us worth being remembered, reflected on. The pond is land, those events that have the luck of being written of fastidiously. Those can be counted on one's fingers. And yet, even if I record these past affairs, where does it pop into next? This isn't what we agreed on. No stock means no stock, Tona. What you see is what you get. All original explosives are sold out. And the weapons are ordered? They're expecting us to walk into a cave teeming with original slugs and giant gloom pincers and heaven knows what other monsters, just to tackle them with our bare hands. That's a problem to deal with, not mine. Listen here. You've been cruising the entire black market for the last 3 weeks and managed to get what? Half a dozen weapons? Less. What mercenary squad could possibly snatch everything up? Are they insane? Every Solar Valley, even Solar Valley Industries, couldn't possibly buy this much. Was it the Lord Armor? So which sad sack Lord Armor got ripped off this time? I want a hint. We'll divert around. No. No Lord Armor. There's such a mystery, I couldn't say. It was probably the Pasha, and not just one. Might even be. What the hell are you feeding me? Pasha's on a shopping spree at the black market, and there's more than one? That's impossible. They have their own channels, and multiple buying weapons and huge bulk. Do you know what that even entails? All I've got is blind guess. They enter several layers of middlemen, use some foreign firms to keep their hands clean. Every purchase happened to be some quantity that wouldn't raise suspicion, so if anyone called coincidence, it might just pass. But who in Sargon would ever monopolize all this so perfectly? Hey buddy. Got my rides and supplies sorted? Yep, 4 cars, rations, water, tents, all good to go. Good, here's the cash. When the hell did Spacer get that wealthy? No, I heard he and his band of mercs are planning to ditch Sargon. They're also dump all the money they have to head someplace else. Columbia? Probably, or Victoria. A lot more devil mercs, career changing than usual, I feel it. What for? Didn't all Space Suit's relatives live in Sargon? Does he not care about his old Baba with a broken leg? Who knows? Never been able to make heads or tails of the devil thing. Maybe they're just sick enough of the desert and rainforest they want to switch up their surroundings now. Or racism. That'd be the best case. This makes up backs in their top. Oh, fuck. Just flying my the camp. Check. What? Yeah, it is. That's 10. Alright, we're good. Damn it. Only thing my grandpa. Oh, I read this. They didn't have dismay setbacks in their time, did they? Could be us rural Sargon people just feeling it coming. It. Just a short horn. Once it gets intense, it'll knock you flat. Even if I write of these, wherever dialects and our recipes, peasants' wives' songs, and as chief courier's great drunken boasts of romance in the trenches, of graffiti in the ruins. These things, in face of our suffering, pale beyond mention. They are reduced to an irony of sorts, seeming to inform my readers, if I even have any, that we'd be best served using violence to thrust them back. It's never my intent. Even so, I have no right to be serving you my verdict. Messenger should be here by now to some fanciful girl steal his heart on the way again. I've had enough of his tardiness excuses by now. Isn't there anyone who can drill into his head just how much his job matters? Oh no. He won't be coming. Postal messenger Arthur Morrison is dead. You won't become him. Postal messenger Arthur Morrison is dead. Dead. Executed on the grounds of treason. Treason? Who in the land are you? I'm doing my job. Cooperate and you'll make our lives a lot easier. Tell me what you know about Arthur Morrison, please. I hardly knew him. Just say he was my only post messenger around who'd make the run into him. My own daughter goes to university there, so him and I only exchanged odd word. He was a treasonist? Was he talking sarcasm help? Was he taking sarcasm help? My girl wrote on. Yeah, how long did you be littered with them lately? That wretch. I knew he was a scoundrel the first moment. Trusted him to gang up with devils, and he got what he deserved. No. Our comprehension is Arthur Morrison served Ursus. Hilarious. It's like, huh? Sudden racism. Ursus, but why racism? Damn it. You Doppler's law. Damn Doppler effect. And you? Where's coworker, Mr. Weasley Rock? What? Aha, sir, you surely must be joking. I'm a feline born and bred. I've been planting potatoes all my life. I can't speak a word or a sign. There must be some misunderstanding here. I know potatoes couldn't afford your daughter's tuition at the Victoria National University. Oh, runs. Oh, ugh. If you insist on being stubborn, I can free your other arm too. Damn. All these people suck. Don't waste my time. No resistance of yours is meaningful. Yeehaw. So rumors were true. Ursus was right. Londinium's been occupied. For the past month, I haven't gotten a single word from the place. Not even the tiniest hearsay. It was goddamn sarcasm. They disgrace us. They murder us. They enslave us. And you self-professed protectors of Victoria, what have you done? Don't you have anyone in London? A dear friend, a father, a mother, a child? Of course, you're bigger than that. You get to pull them out safe. Yes, you do. For us peasant class, no, we thought we could send our children to great old Londinium, to the heart of Victoria. We're sure to go beyond our wildest expectations. And now, ha ha ha, your laborers are sarcasts, slaves to them in our own country's capital. Those devils, more racism, are turning Victoria's tempest into Victoria itself, and you people are just letting it happen. Never hope to grasp Victoria's motive for your shallowness inside. All I need to do is take me to your intel exchange. As if I would. Excuse me. Ugh. Ugh. An ashen lance burst forth from his body. The man facing him thrust his hands out in an attempt to allay the fear of his chest being run through. His hands, the instant they touch that deep impurity, are warped and withered. Yes. From afar comes the racked breath, spine chilling. It's me. Castshire's flowers bloom for spring. Close all comms. If you have initiated contact again in 15 minutes, abandon this town immediately. You may have the strength to not drown in flower scent. Is he gonna execute everyone in this town? In the height of midsummer, he exhales frigid mist. He cannot cower, he cannot shirk. He must establish communications with the opposite side in Victoria's name. Where is it? His huff. 11:29 1 dot code word. You must not look back. You must not catch sight of each other. He only hopes his adversary is fully aware to abide by the rules of this little game. He can tether a beast, but not a poltergeist. Snowflakes swirl about, jet black, sinking into the soil of Victoria. Long, slender shadow stretches out from underfoot. He knows it's right behind him. How close? His heart pounds like thunder. Black breaths clamor at his back. All around him, dead silence. Yes? Well, Gaulish. I need an explanation. Oh. 93. Cold War. Oh, it's these guys that are son. These nutters. Gaulish, this operation has not received royal assent. We will not pardon any breach of authority. Gaulish, the treasonists have all been executed. Over. Understood. We've never met before. Well, they working together. What the fuck? We're gonna. Sir Tribbley asked you. Our surveillance security picked up. Your surveillance picked up nothing. The fact he could enter and leave us alive, that declares where Victoria and Ursa stand. All this needs to be reported directly to the Duke. Wesley Rott was cornered and took his own life. The mission is over. Seems took his own life via giant lance to the chest. Seems to me like the armies and the Emperor aren't on the same page. But any action we take has succeeded in bringing their conciliation. We haven't settled on plans yet, but their empire, their fear, will make the decision for them. Help me. Has my work fallen among the firewood too? All Sarkaz's lives, save for being lit aflame, devoid of any meaning. Then why do I insist on recording? Why do I insist on writing? Because while my history of war recounts our destruction time and time again, it is my wish to leave the song of every soldier after fighting his own as they turn their gazes to yonder castle. You are 7. 3 cars, 15 plus riders. They've been following us forever, but they're staying wary. Following this entire time, just following. Why not tell W to hang a U-turn? Maybe they'll be happy to say hi. You can get some free Londonium souvenirs. Souvenirs inside that giant ball of arts, their hand-shaped. I'm treasuring the last few full shaves just fine, thanks. The way these mercs are working doesn't add up, especially the way they're hunting us. No, not hunting, they're driving us off. Going us away from Londonium. Oh, high and mighty General Manfred sparing our life, isn't that sweet of him? He's sure he treated in several blood oaths. Want to take his kind advice. Shoot back to Kazna and teach him some kids how to read. My point is, who let you out of the military commission's dungeon? You're going walkies outside London walls by the time I picked you up. My cell was left unguarded for a while. I thought it was a trap at first, but now I think I'm in something worse. Sure, you can be roundabout with me, and for me to go resolve some pain in the ass affair. But I think I prefer him just killing me then. That would have been easier. Not to mention, we still aren't sure what pain in the ass we're even solving. Then don't bother him. W, can you speed up a little? It's time to say goodbye to this clingy convoy of send-offs. Yeah, my second handler is not gonna stand much good news though. You put bombs behind them, didn't you? You just hit a minefield. Late half an hour or go earlier by yours person, of course you did. Now put some seeds. Driving over our own bombs? Ah, this looks to me like you're just fording Bomb River. Ha ha ha, I left him a bigger share, I promise. He is driving over one of bombs. Stop the car once we circle that forest ahead. From there, we'll get off and proceed on foot. Vehicles to larger target. We'll catch up sooner or later anyway. Hope you do remember where he buried every mine W. Yep. That's her secret. Even she doesn't know where they're buried. Well, hooray for us, we're all in one piece. How's that? I did remember. Well, a couple went off, but you know, how is the term tectonic movement did it? They haven't caught up. I think we've successfully thrown them off. We need more information. Ideally, we rendezvous with Rhodes Island ASAP. Ask calling the doctor on Windmere's worship right now. There's a few things I'm very uneasy about. What did you see? It's just intuition. The less I see any problem, the more uneasy I am. You guys met this doctor. Now the Rhodes Island doctor. I can't give you a full verdict yet. There's no doubt that in a sense, the doctor has weakened. I don't mean in a negative way. But maybe it's not a weak doctor we need so much right now. You sure? Who knows if some Rhodes Island op remembers some random thing that happened back in Chernobog. And just like that, I get a knife planted on my back. Are you really skeptical, as you'd like to tell us, W? Hard to say. There's an old hag kind of keeping me at arm's length from their beloved doctor. W. Spend plenty of time walking this battlefield. Any ideas? I've just been prodding this way and that like some bug. Can't organize a sensible military op. So all I do is sit in my front row seat and spectate the most magical city siege modern society has to offer. Chaos. Sometimes I even have to wonder at this point, is there anyone actually conducting this battle? The Royal Court's legions couldn't work together to save their lives, and who gives a shit about all the small fry corpse scuttling in four corners trying to live their dreams of a Victorian vengeance. But the ultimate mastermind here is Theris's, so this chaos has to have been planned down to the last detail. He wasn't juggling some strategic Lollapalooza. He just set the stage, and now he's waiting. And what he's waiting for, I don't want to guess. I can't just go brain dumb and reach out to Dr. Cal said, hoping they'll give us orders. We suffered through enough of babble. We need to seize the initiative. There's a source of info that might be more open to us than ever in our current position. What position? The pathetic little creepy crawlies? Essentially, sarcasm. Right, and just on the off chance. Have either of you heard of any method to kill a lich? Yeah, you smashed a phylactery or whatever. Let's go. Big socket. Eh? What? What? Question mark? What the fuck? Shit. Goddamn variable volume. Let me see if is there any fancy music playing. At least I said 16, right? It's like borderline mute. Fine, I'll just turn up the entire damn thing. It's at 60 right now. It's hot. The sun is burning. I'm burning. That's the sun? But should it be that big? Is that the exit? Well, where are you? Why? Are you in like a room or something? With like a projector? A few steps further. Just put one foot in front of the other. Maybe the fire, the anger, and the pain, the regret are all just figments of my imagination. Or maybe the exit is. I don't know. Are they like in some like mindscape or like the protocol space or whatever the frig? But they're watching behind those eyes. Are they judging me? We're just waiting to see how I'll carry the burden of their debts. They're a great man with tremendous accomplishments. My commander, legendary Sarkaz scout, and the captain, last pure blood Wendigo. You're all dead, before me, behind. All that's left sad little me, worthless me. They died so I could live. What they expected me. I can't think about it. I can't let their deaths be meaningless. I face the sun, even if it burns me. Permanent cinders, so and their mighty company I shall not be ashamed. Tallulah? Is it Tallulah having a nightmare, or what? Ugh. You'd have knack waking up right as the shift changed, don't you? This was all your hard training, guard? Oh, it's guard. Oh, I see. Person. Forecast, you took your mask off and your name is still fucking guard. Avoid deafening myself. Stretch as much as I'm allowed to. I did not sleep particularly well. On top of that series of nightmares, the old wound in my leg aches. I almost ran into the Victorian battle lines in order to catch up with Nye. Oh. So. Let me see. Alright, the infected I'm in charge of are used to being spat on. Used to not having hope. They've never been on a real battlefield. Scared headless. It's one of the better ones, and I hate that I'm used to it. Lifetime's worth of good luck for us to make it to the camp in one piece. It's too hot, even at night. Congrats, you finally have a face. How long until the shift change? 15 minutes. We can sit a while long. Gonna wash my face. It's your leg. You're limping. Are crystals spread? No, not yet. Give me a towel, Percival. It's to your left. Floral pattern? Yeah. Percival raises an eyebrow. I want to say it was a gift from the owner of that County Peninsula textile factory. Red has one just like it. The old man had creases all over his face. He was lucky his crystals grew on his belly. So all he had to do is wear a shirt. Hopefully still hiding them. Never mind. You brought back more hands than expected. Looks like the situation in the province is deteriorating, even more before they turn into war zones. The impact is bigger than I thought. Nobles are turning a blind eye, very much as expected. The towns made a living trading with caravans, left hanging with the convoys the Londonians stopped on account of the war. The infected are always the first to get hit with things go south. They used to be able to plant a few crops on the edge of town. The village is willing to trade with them here and there. Money is money after all, whoever it's from. It's easy to do a respectable thing when life is decent. Things are different now. It's almost time for the bean harvest. These infected spent last season watering the fields, caring for the crops. They've chosen to run off and join us now, abandon the harvest that would have been waiting for them in a few months. And those to come in the future, they would rather leave. They must be desperate. We infected may be used to this kind of deprivation. We can't come to the same conclusion every time. Are you still resting, sir? I hear voices. You're awake. So it was reunion. You again, I said. Checking the night shift now. Supper. I have canned food from Victoria. Not the best in terms of taste, but convenient. Cigarettes, wine, bit of pick-me-up in the middle of the night. Pretty clean, all things considered. Razors, arts units, you name it. What about you, Percival? Would you like some hair cream? Not easy to find this stuff these days. Usually one of the officers that carry it after all. Just don't die so often. No, it's just hard to dig them up from the heap. Usually at the bottom, you know. Some medicine again. Well, I have been feeling my best. A lot of pain. The occasional listless. I'm scared that rocks will start growing in my brain. Not getting any better if you keep digging in those dusty craters. Best we can do is basic medicine that slows the progression of the condition. Don't expect to save your life. I know. I know you're reselling our medicine. The bunch infected told me that they bought our pathy meds from Sarkaz on the motorbike and that they worked okay. Well, but some made decent money, didn't you? How about we decide your punishment based on how many coins you have in your pocket? I was just making that stuff where it's needed. There's war going on after all. I was making sure the stuff got where it's needed. There's war going on after all. You won't get another warning. At least the meds made it to them. When we don't have enough messengers to deliver to everyone. It won't happen again, I promise. Just a little bit, a few pills. I've been running a few of our day guard. We're in a form for him. Make sure he's registered this time. But thank you. Don't thank us. Thank the doctors. We went from elite to pariah when they contracted our pathy in their labs, and their companies didn't want to pay their insurance. It's not an easy change to accept. Fortunately, they heard a reunion and came looking for us. About your old stomping grounds. We're only grateful to them, but they'll never forgive me. I chose this path for my own. We don't have the same greater equipment that Rhode Island does. Well, we're not really developing medicine either. Right, we don't take medicine to get well, just live a little longer. There's no medicine that'll cure oropathy. So our operators hurrying around medical, and decided Dr. Cal sit in our lab when I was at Rhodes Island. If there's ever hope for an oropathy cure, then it's Rhodes Island. I still feel a sense of pride I'm being a part of it, even though I no longer have no right to, because I chose betrayal. But when the day will come, when will the day come when a cure for oropathy is found? Bare minimum, not for another 20-something years. Because that's when the gate shut. And they didn't have an oropathic cure on towels too, 150 years from now. So, Lotos. 50 years, 100 years, 1,000 years. And what can be infected to before then? Oropathy is no longer just a condition. It is a symbol of hatred, victimization, blame, and alienation. Everyone here has a story, and they're all alike. What good is medicine in the face of all that? It's like rowing against the tide. The land is not a glorious one of morality, and kindness. That's why I can't turn away from violence, shameful as this. It's powerful. But maybe, no, it's something for distant future. What's her name? Me? Oh. Or medicine peddler? Man on a bike? I'm not the kind of guy who needs to remember. It's not a name. Okay, let me think of cool. Well, what's going on? Shower and the sounds of weapons clanging. Go hide in the back, sarcasm. First of all, go and reassure the civilians that just joined. They're scared enough as is. Ready to handle the sword on my belt. It's always at the ready. Angry NCO. You really want me to kill you? You're a man in no shape to fight. Warriors surround a group of bruised and dirty Victorian soldiers. Their sergeant is panting, with fresh wounds on his body. It was really an attack. What's going on now? They sneaked into the village from the north. Romanok took a bolt. The doctor is taking care of him now. There are other mines trying to attack a camp with just 21 men, including a handful on stretchers. Oh, look at what we have in the heartland of our country. The stolen store from our great capital. A swarm of damned reunion infected. Come, kill me if you dare, or I'll kill you all. Conspirators, agitators, rioters, murderers. A blight. You're a blight. No wonder the war is going bad. These barbaric devils can never beat us. The real enemy is among us.
Among us?
Behind our backs. Whenever there's a disorder, you infect are never far away. Racism. It's like you just came back from the front lines. Low morale, poor organization, hastily wrapped wounds, obsolete equipment. You don't like professional soldiers. Conscripts. We're from the Duke's 4th Battalion. What's the name of the company again? Blackstream Squad and Earthsham Squad. Do you have a doctor here? Shut up, soldier and ready or what? Jeez. He losing them. It seems like they're commanding officer? CO? What does the N stand for? New? Neutered? Noob? Was Sergeant Victor. Sergeant Victor. This is an order. Ready your weapon. Keep your voice down, Victorian. There are civilians sleeping in the camp. Victorian civilians. Civilians? Victoria would give them life to deserve. They didn't join you in Sure. Why are all the scum in the land infected? Why is every gangster, bandit, devil, and rear trader infected? Bro, it's because of you, dumbass. Why is the Honorable Duke of Fife not infected? Why is His Majesty Frederick III not infected? Why are honest, not prideful, Bro. Will become despicable because they're infected, or they become infected because they're disgusting. What about you? Is despicability infectious too? How dare you? Enough. Now, they ran out of patience. Victorian Sergeant's eyes widen as he turns to one side, trying to hide his arm from my side. His lips tremble, but no words come out. We're all despicable scum now. Aren't we, sir? Ah, I'm different. This is an honorable... Your arm. I can see crystals protruding from it. Your condition is progressing rapidly. I'm fighting and killing sarcasm for my country. I just got a bit of dirt on it. Maybe devil blood. Oh, he's infected too. What did you learn in boot camp? They teach you about active origin zones. The instructors just told us to aim and pull trigger. That's what we spent our 2 weeks on. Damn. Take you weren't issue any inhibitors either. Or inhibitors? 9, I think they all got infected. They can't be. Just got physical 1 week ago. I was in perfect health. 1 week could be rapid onset. Or they lied to you to keep you on the front lines. Shut up. How long have the ones on the stretcher been unconscious? They're in critical condition. What? Death and disintegration from acute condition is dangerous for both you and us. You're right to have the unconscious lying face up on stretchers to prevent suffocation. But did you check their backs? Suddenly silent. Well, awkward one for the sergeant. When you're racist towards yourself. Unfortunately, it does happen. Alright. Sorry. Brain wake up. Suddenly silent. The sergeant walks towards the stretcher as though trying to turn the man over, lying over on it. He withdraws his hand as soon as he touches the soldier. The sergeant looks helpless. He's facing a deadly tusk that can split lightning and poison. My cousins feel the same as land. I sigh and sit down unconscious. There is no light from his jacket. Visioning crystals have pierced the back of his clothes. Happens. Victor, damn it. I shouldn't have taken him along. His dad would kill me if he learned someone's infected. Sarcasm is what you have to infect. I knew it was the devil's curse. Now I've taken all the land and I power souls too. That's enough. Sarcasm has just with the infection, and their soldiers. Your soldiers are overwhelmingly infected when you kill them or when you get infected. And they kill you. There's no one to clean up the bodies. Said no more, I heard a sound. Familiar sound whether in Rim Billiton, Rhodes Island, or here now. The sound that every infected fears most. Oh boy, the body explosion, isn't it? Sound of a shatter. Yep. I've heard sounds in the trenches. Told me it was artillery, sergeant. Oh my lord, what the fuck they feeding you, Jesus? It was artillery. Our enemy was using anything and everything to destroy us and our country, including their own deads. Devils, bandits, tyrants. There was nothing crap during His Majesty Frederick III's reign. We must expel this scum from Victoria. We. What can we do? Can we save Victor? We dwell in the blessing of our glorious Victoria. What an idiot. I'll say it again. You're infected. Very infected. In case this isn't clear to you, like us, everyone else here, you're gonna die. Oh.
Compassion saves no one on the battlefield.
Are they the ones who caused such destruction and started all this conflict?
Where's their most annoying guy? I'll take him down.
Oh, it's artillery again, bro.
Time for me to get
Oh, come, excusez-moi. Excusez-moi. The fuck?
If you can't help, just run. I'll handle this. Are they the ones I'm eliminating? Where's their most annoying guy? I'll take him down. Time for me to...
Alright, we're good.
Up pity.
Oh no, there's another one down there. Where are you?
Switching forms.
This will be over soon.
Don't panic. Decided what to carve in your graves yet?
Yielding is not an option.
Sorry, please heal Hoshiguma. Wonderful.
Solidify.
So this is your judgment.
Oh my lord, please.
This will be over soon.
Fine.
My flame holds no grudge to widows and disappointments. Remnants love to hesitate.
Necras, please.
Not fear. You've got guts, but that might be all you've got. Buried in the sky. Departed souls dance in frenzy of fear.
We're done. First time I saw an infected shadow was in the middle of a lake. I was 7, young and innocent. It was a dream to become captain of the miners' patrol. Stay up late at night, wear a cool uniform, walk around with a bright torch. Most families in Rim Billington made their living in mining, digging, and processing ore. We did everything to prevent infection. But accidents happen. One day, the adults came home early. Mother and the other woman in the house whispered in the corner. The men smoked in silence. The entire room was filled with an acrid scent. Between coughs, I ran around the living room, pretending to be a surveyor, looking at the new veins in the foggy-filled valley. Dad grabbed me by the collar and put me to bed. Woke up earlier than usual the next day. I think I was trying to grab a can of soda while nobody was watching. Grandma was sitting in the living room next to her luggage. She was going on her journey. Esther let me go there. She could never say no to me. She said I could come a short way with her, and I had to go back home. We saw a salt lake in the distance. It was a shallow one that appeared in the rainy season, but it never rained. It rained a lot that year. Couldn't see the other side of the lake. Grandma told me as far as I could go. I said alright. She made me promise. Like when she made me promise I'll be a good boy when I first went to school. But I wasn't a good boy anymore. I quietly followed her, hard behind a bush, when she got to the lakeside. Grandma got onto a boat with a few people on it. They all had strange stones growing out their bodies, and one was wrapped up in a blanket. The boatman turned on the engine, watching from his shirt as the boat disappeared into fog. I was confused. Grandma didn't say anything to me on our way. It was like an ordinary picnic trip. I was about to turn around, thinking about where I would have breakfast before going home. Then I heard a sound like crystals shattering. Turned around and saw original dust spraying the air, mixing with the fog, reflecting an eerie glow in the sun. It was like a dream. Your gams blew up. My gams. I have hepatitis, whatever, and lied about it, and the other one got dementia. Sucks to be you, bitch. Wow. Amazing. Singe. So much empathy, Singe. How was that how you got infected? No, I was lucky that time. Maybe it was really a dream, brought by a summer morning. But I never saw Grandma again. My family never talked about her anymore. She was always thoughtful and cautious. It wasn't like her to let a child follow her, put him in danger. For once, she made a selfless choice on her journey. She wanted to spend a little more time with her grandson. Maybe she wanted to give me a hug. Now, let me get to shore my report card that semester. The best I ever did in school. Sounds of the forest stopped. Flickering light shining through the shadows of the trees no longer moved. Then came the sound of lament and painful moaning. On your guard, read. The Victorians have stopped. Looks like they're planning to make camp. Here, it's only a few hundred meters from our camp. They no longer have the strength to cover their tracks. Who knows if there's a scouting party shadowing them somewhere. Red's hands never stop, even as he complains, cutting away at the bars and vines. They approach their position and see the flickering shadows through the sparse bushes. Soldiers lie on the ground in exhaustion, hopelessly burying their heads amongst fallen leaves. Sergeant sits down on a rock, silently polishing his sword, the only weapon he has left. I guess they just didn't have the strength to go any further. These people don't have the luxury to think. They're still living in a dream. It'll all pass. Really just separate from the rest of the army. Burns are lucky. It's gentle exile, not the swords of their comrades. It's not easy to accept that you're infected. Just wait for them to understand who they are, and for them to make a choice. Do you really mean to take them in, these soldiers? We're weak, so are they. Who wants the plan? Finish the shift and notify the sentries. Expand the patrols to include this camp. In fact, to stand together. Stand together. Pretty words. And of course, we have to stand together. What choice do we have? Or does words stand together so simple that I fail to appreciate your true meaning? Our path changed all our lives equally. Regardless of our futures equal. But it is what it takes from a farmer who pays taxes out of seeds stored for next year's planting equal to what it takes from a wealthy merchant with a safe full of pure gold. When what we had to begin with was not equal, neither of the choices that survived deprivation. Brand. May I introduce you to a concept called intersectionality. Who was really standing together with them? Oh, I was just getting that. Sort of. I'm not calling out explicitly. They're Tallulah, right? Founder reunion, leader of those infected. They say you did great things in Earth. Oh boy. All the infected of Victoria were talking about you. Is it true you captured a city? The city for the infected is still there. I'm no leader. I'm just a member of a reunion movement. Have some porridge. We're setting out soon. Tell us more about our city, Tallulah. It's only Tanger. I suppose things didn't go smoothly if you're in Victoria now. Of course, the infected wouldn't let us win, so he's trampling us for so long. What does it mean if the scum trampled on, jerked you up once? Your reunion. We all believe in you. Tallulah looks down at the pot she is stirring, serving bowl after bowl of hot porridge. The steam from the pot obscures her vision. Careful, it's hot. They all believe in you. What do you think about that? Being hopeless soulmate. You're a veteran from Ursus, aren't you? What are you talking about? Big deal. Or whatever their name is. I know, sorry, I couldn't resist. Is it true that there's a bit of trouble at the campus? It's fine, all taken care of. Stop crying until like that and start packing. We have a long way to go today. Wait, I still have fertilizer load on the truck. And it's not you reunion anymore. Oh yeah, we're reunion too, haha. See you later. Guard. It's fine. No say anything. Picked a bowl of porridge from Tallulah. She's very pale. There are things we can't tell them. I know, it's your decision. Reunion can't collapse again. And Banner, you rally into in Victoria, I accept that. But I'm deceiving them. It's no more or less than you deserve. It's not my business whether you see this as an honor or punishment for your crimes. What the others need is hope. You're going to tell them you're under the influence of an evil god, and everything that happened at Chernobyl is an assigned plot. I'd rather our organization be built on a lie. We built on a lie back then too. I know, payback will come someday, but at least this time we lied for the infected. There are no second chances for you. I hope we don't go down the same path you did. What does sister of yours say in Chernobyl? Until the day the infected are fairly judged. I'll wait. Be your tool until that day comes. Welcome back, buddy. Or, excuse me. What are you doing here, Victorian? Not armed. Sentry searched me. I caught a whiff. Virus haven't eaten in 4 days. Some of them, I don't know, they don't look good. I have a lighter here. Do you want brass buttons? Be so kind as to trade some bread for me. I know it's not enough. I have a bunch of good leather back at my home in Blackstreet. Once I get back, I'll sell it to you and pay you double. The young man gazed hungrily at the pot, his hand grabbing his own uniform tightly, perhaps out of nervousness or trying to straighten it out to look more presentable. Tallulah puts a bowl of porridge before him. You can take what's left in the pot. Thank you. Here's the lighter. Sometimes you click a few times before it lights in the button. Take the lighter and grab it in the hand, trying to rip the buttons off. Fine, eat. Practically pours the food down his throat. Where's your sergeant? I don't know. We haven't seen him all morning. So where you barge into your camp again. Say, did you hear any sounds in the night, like artillery fire? No reports of anything like that. Never mind. Everyone's gone mad. Us, them, there's no sane man left on the front. Sounds like things are rough out there. Rough, eh? You have no idea what the Sarkas are using against us. They have no battleships, no armored vehicles. But those were just barbarians, fighting armies with swords and bows. How wrong we were. Oh, your racism was wrong. Could you imagine an entire squad of sarcastic casters casting their hearts at the same time? Oof. Yeah, buddy, that's not gonna be fun. It was more terrifying than any artillery or ballista fire. Get hit by a shell, and you might lose an arm or leg, with fragments sticking themselves in your flesh, causing terrible pain. The sarcasts, they turned the battlefield into the hell of lantern tales. I saw armored vehicles pierced by lightning bolts of blood. My mates melted into puddles of gore. I never imagined it would turn out like this when the Duke of Fife's men dragged me out of this beast's pens. Forget it, I'd rather not think about anything. Thanks for the report. I'll bring the pot back later. You can keep it. We have plenty of them. I'll be useful to you. Thank you so much. I'll never forget. Are you leaving? Where are you going? This is pretty much a battlefield right now. There's Victorian lands all around for the infected. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked. Afraid I said anything. Soldier hurries to leave, grabbing the side of the pot with one good hand and supporting the bottom with the limp arm, grimacing at the heat. I reach in my pocket and take what I just got from the doctor. Hey, wait. Go up to him and put the vial of medicine in his pocket. What's this? Will relieve some of your worst symptoms. We can share with the others. Visit Blackstone and collect what you owe me. Aye, sir. Go. Beloved village. Thanks. Really are like the Rhodes Islanders. Or you're the one who found doctors who knew how to make medicine. To be honest, what we're making hardly even qualifies as medicine compared to suppressants that I knew. Rhode Island offers low-cost treatment plans, but at the end of the day, they're a company. They need research funding, and they have corporate due diligence to deal with. Who knows how many eyes are on them in Casimir's in Colombia. That's why I persuaded Nine to go north, to where I say there's a factory there. A tiny pharmaceutical company, so small it's barely even a workshop. I have a nomadic plague. But that one tiny piece of land was once the salvation of many infected. That is, until it grew big enough and it caught people's attention. Some of the ones driven out, they joined us. That's how we heard her story. It's deep in the forest, where nobody's much. We need medicine. It was just a pale imitation of the real thing. But more importantly, it was once the starting point of Victoria's reunion movement. We had to unite those scattered across Victoria. We had to tell them that help was coming. We've seen plenty of infected self-help organizations. Kind souls helped us from time to time, but in the end, none of them lasted. When I was at Rhodes Island, I often wondered if things would get better if everyone worked harder and made more medicine. Maybe, but Chernobog changed my mind. Why are they cracked down workshops like these? What are kindness and hard work wrapped by hatred and prejudice? When evil itself is fuzzy as fog, why does everyone, even the infected themselves, decide to wait for their own deaths in the middle of the lake? Staratula hardly reacts to my words. Her eyes are calm, unusually so. Her soul is too weary, having seen too much. What has become of the woman who was once our leader? Or has she uttered the same words before and seen what came of them? You know what I mean. Warpath is an illness. We'll leave the illness to Rhodes Island for now. Our enemy is an Warpath, suppression and prejudice. Truths they've tried to cover up with Warpath. Warpath is just a culmination of all the decay across the lands. Taking back a symbol may help the infected of Victoria realize that and stand up together with us. Stand together. That's something only reunion can do. Have you told the others how you think? Of course, I'm always talking with Nine about it. No, you know the one I'm talking about. Oh, a little. About John's lands, that's why I'm here. Whatever the case, they didn't choose the same path, so I heard. Not my place to ask for more. Of course it isn't. Rhodes Island is a paradise of idealists. Me, man who can only see what stands right in front of me. Gain and loss right in front of me. Or about veteran quill fighters talk about the old days of reunion in the tundra, the ideals that everyone had. City of infected, our home. Some of them thought it was just within reach. I almost realized that Chernobog, but fell short in the end. I know the city of our dreams is still far, far away. And how could a single city be enough? What could a single city do? Still limping. Maybe I should go sit in the back. Slow spring. Yeah, I've been on a lot of expeditions lately. Our squad passed through the wilderness the other day with infected comrades from Greenwich. The earth has been torn apart. It has been torn open. With ditches everywhere. Looks like one of the turnip farms back home, except much smaller. I tripped. What was it? I think there was a place like that near Londinium. Walt said there was all trenches, hundreds of them. each big enough to fit an entire squad with battleship tread marks. No wonder you look worried. It takes all my strength just to go from day to day. Don't think too much about it. Report from the Scout's Guard. We heard sounds from the woods on the left side of it. Virginia Moore, his own sensor, went off, and we got close, so we couldn't be sure exactly what it was. Send word to the rest of the team. We'll go around. Roger. Personal. We'll come along with a few guys. Don't worry, you earn your trip again. The unsettling smell in the air. Instruments show a high level of active Virginia Noggin sign. For your protective measures, keep your masks on. What's that man under the tree? No, it's a Victorian uniform, ripped almost beyond recognition, somehow familiar. Sergeant's badge lies on the ground next to it. A tiny music box is a short distance away, covered in Virginian dust, but still barely playing. I could confirm dead. Should leave. Briscoe walks slowly, humming along with scattered music. The owner's song card. No, I've heard it before. Sun on the meadow is a summery warm, filling our home with euphoria. We gather together to greet the storm. Tomorrow belongs to Victoria. Victorian National Anthem. Our teacher made us sing it over and over until we had it memorized when I was little, before I got sick. A long time since I last heard. Born in Victoria, by all accounts I should be Victorian. What about now? Sergeant believes he belonged to Victoria to the very end. He was lucky. He didn't get to go through everything he would have gone through. The reason I call myself reunion. I was tired of being punched, thrown out of factories before I got paid, being kept out of even the cheapest hospitals, no matter how much money I had on me. He didn't move and show me another path, besides suffering and dying in silence. That's all I needed. The enterprise was abandoned my family, my country, and everything else I had. In fact, I lost all of it the moment the first crystal popped from my skin, but it took me a long time to get it. All of us, Versailles, Columbia, Victoria, and Sarkass Beeline lived area. We are all reunited. Everyone else fuck off. Yeah, to cross every battlefield, every war zone, every corpse laid in ruin in order for our deaths to be seen and heard, that will cross them.
Why repress yourself? I see a desire for destruction in you, and you should let it all out, with no reservations.
Singe does not have problems. Why am I near anyone's thingy? Where did their
Are you
thingy
happy
somewhere?
to see me, Erudite?
I always forget where the fuck. It's like, where do I unlock these? Oh boy, hers has the problem that I have to use fins of summer. So many buttons I had to press just to get their module. Or no. Doesn't have one. What about silver ashes? Oh, probably just put it on lock. No. Fuck that is. Blue? 1313. I'm not there yet. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe. Don't have access to this one. 1360 even further. Alright, so 16 and 13. Endless reports. An avalanche of intel has flooded this lonely battleship ever since it left Norport. There are signs of trouble from Ruthenian to the east, Sargon to the southwest. Israel to the west, while everything else remains silent in the south. Messages are suffocating, eating at my nerves. Oh. My mother seems utterly unmoved, impassively issuing order after order. But even she cannot resist a frown when she reads the congratulations from her fellow dukes. Still alive. She is here, and so is my Incardine? What? I'm home. Focus, Delphine. Listen to reports. There's no time to let your mind wander. She's just the position of her eye patch. Is it tied to wrinkles? The other here is very different from Lincardi. It's suppressed, heavy, with the wind, the rain, and fog ever present. I just want to. While you gaze and so absent-mindedly, Delphine. Nothing, mother. It's just letting it still in the inverness angle very often. I know how you look when your mind is wandering. Are you bothered by the chatters from the rear? No, I'm just thinking about Norport Borough. Sorry, I didn't expect the situation in London to infuriate so much so quick. Should have arranged for your evacuation sooner. Spoilers. Not stated. We had compiled reports and everything that went to London and we weren't able to bring. Be the ones apologize. That's alright. A few more troubles don't mean that much. Is Delphine actually an adult? Am I just being stupid? Is her mama just that much taller than her? Did the tall genes just completely skip her? Perhaps the Duke of Castor should have held responsible most. I think she's supposed to be an adult. What the? Maybe am I deluded? Perhaps the Duke of Castor should be held responsible most of them. I know. Let's hope my messenger isn't making things so difficult for her right now. Value of her dead until subsequent operations. Fails in comparison to your value, Delphine. Relax. I'm here, and Iron Cad Gluve is nearby. Everything will be alright once we return to the city. We'll restore Londinium and sure, of course. Mother, I thought I would die down there. I wouldn't let that happen to my daughter. You've done well. You had the patience and attention to detail your father. But you don't have to be the one to do all of it. You're my heir, and your place is at Linkard. Our standoff with Lothian can be trying. I need to get used to those matters. Plus, I could use someone to talk to. But I could do better. Sorry. There are many things that Dukuin must never worry about. But she needs nerves of steel. That's not your burden. Not yet. You can rely on your mother. Listen till she's too old to walk. I understand. Thank you, mother. Be home in another 4 to 5 hours. I've arranged all that stuff you left behind. The old house to be set up. Pajamas, your pillow, your bed, your bathtub. It's all stuff from before I came to Londinium. Not like you're any taller. She is an adult. Damn. Old Jeans really skipped her ass, didn't they? Keep this a secret for now. Get a good night's sleep once we're back. Don't get complacent. We have a lot to do. So her mama is up to here. I'm gonna put my mouse where her head is. Dang, she like a head and some shorter. Okay, maybe not that ridiculous. What is it? I wasn't let in a long time ago, wasn't I? I had friends, outstanding friends who had a lot to learn. Living the city in disorder, chewing up and swallowing the lives we once had. We believed our cause, I was proud of it. Then, things changed. One agent after another disappeared, and the Sarkas took the city. I was on my own. I had to live with more common folk. For the first time, I learned how they live, and how they viewed Victoria. Most of them are dead now. Those who still live huddle in the bowels of the ship, waiting for you to decide your fate. 100 meters beneath my pajamas, bed, and bathtub. I'm really grateful, really. But it's all because she does not let me finish. Puts her hand on my head without patting it. I notice her way of showing affection. Well, my daughter, exceeded my expectations. Go and see the troops below. It'll do good to talk to them. With that, her grace departs. She's always swift and decisive. No chance to say any more. Scratch my slightly untidy hair. Well, talk later. Shouldn't have come here yourself. Was I come my mouth surprised me? Was it not because my call for help that she came? How could I say it? It's too risky. Can't trust the Luthinians. We don't know what the Sarkas are planning next. We've fallen behind on Nento. She dismisses me either way, perhaps telling me not to think too much about it. She'll let it remain short, make me feel like more too much, because she can handle it. Ah, she's right. Not much taller at now. Is she? How? Whatever, I'm gonna put her in the note zone. Our food last. I don't think this worship was prepared to take so many refugees. And just leave them to fend for themselves. Mrs. Emil grabbed my hair just now. Grab my hand, oh my lord. My hand, not hair. She didn't say nothing. All she did was look at me. I can't take aim. Let's find Delphi. Calm down, Hannah. We're on someone else's ship. I'll go keep you company. Full times to feel better with my familiar face now. I'll stay with you. Sorry to keep you waiting. I talked to the quartermaster. Some food will make it to those who need it most. That's the best I can do. Thank you, Delphine, and thanks to Duke Wendy. Part of me hopes that Mother really wants to help those poor people out of kindness or heart, but I know it's because of me, or should I say, because of who I am. It's fine, as long as it helps the people who fled with us. Adapted quickly, then time when we could do as we please is past, Delphine. Many souls on the ship are counting on our responsibility to them both as Vina and as the siege. Lots of people are looking at us. I can tell Vina is busy. Mothership is one of the biggest, most Victorian ships. Alive. It was never designed to evacuate civilians. It's certainly not this many. People of Norport are squeezed into holds meant to store ammunition and weapons, trying their best to find a clean place to sit down. This is not the best accommodation. Even if the most dangerous weapons have been removed, Vina's gang were doing the best to maintain order. They just whisper murder among themselves. The officers on the ship, they no heed, nor does Vina respond to calls for Your Majesty or Your Royal Highness. Regardless, she has become the heart and soul of this place. Our civilians wouldn't realize themselves. The reason they trust Vina so much is not because of her status, but because she is one they can rely on in this unfamiliar environment. What goes the word? Number of reports coming in is unreal. Too many variables to keep track of. Duke of Wellington's defense is unsteady. Sorrow and defensive lines are being pressed. Should have an overwhelming advantage in terms of forces. The empty Dukes have yet to commit their full strength, facing the foe beyond the scope of any modern military theory. The Natural King. The only thing we know about him comes from sparse records of ancient times. Been too long since Victoria, and Terra as a whole, last faced a real Sarkas army. That chain reaction. With the witchcraft, what chain reaction will the witchcraft produce? Are they really as primitive and backward as records say? Will force of the various Sarkas branches come together to form, where we couldn't see them? What do they stand to? Why do they stand together? No need to worry too much, though. Mother, Duke Winmere, and Duke Wellington will conduct this war together. Duke of Castor has also publicly declared their allegiance. The stalemate will not last long. Once we return to Ironclad Galapi, with supplies and support will. Well, what was that? Looks like we're passing through a canyon. A good thing, it means we're about to leave the battlefield. A canyon. Feel even less at ease. I know where Mother's confidence comes from. She was defended by Winder's pride, her sword guards. Sarcasm, you wouldn't think, it's merely a reckless act by Duke Winter to find themselves on receiving end of blades stabbed in whole since the War for Emperors. Do we truly know that sarcasm? Ship's slowing down, Siege. I think so. And outside weather. Say, what time is it? How long has it been since we left Norfolk? A few hours ago. It's just an ordinary candy. Yes, nothing remarkable besides some abandoned factories. Abandoned factories, yes. This place has been abandoned since before Londonian fell into chaos. Why? Because of the catastrophe. Massive crystal formations that catastrophe left behind. Be careful. Hey, I'm talking to you. Something's not right. There's a different smell in there. I like my instinct. All the elite soldiers in the hold are gone. This is not right. Get away from him, Hannah. Siege pulls her back before I can. I see the soldier smiling at me. Look out. It's too late. Blood seeps from the caps in the ceiling, dripping into the infiltrator's eyes. It's full of blood. Rip. It's red. What? Where does blood come from? No. Ah, my eyes. Siege pushes me away. An instant later, a blood mist bursts where I stood. Soon the entire hold is engulfed in prison. Blood mist. Sarcasm witchcraft. Too many civilians here. Morgan, Dagda, Indra. Four of them exchange glances and take up positions around the frightening crowd. The emotions in the crowd range from shock to panic. Some in the corners begin to scream, without even seeing exactly what happened. Go down. The stairs are to the north. Lady Delphine. Airship stopped. We're under attack by witchcraft. Ship's casters can't decipher yet. The two can. Holiday. Yeah. So the sword inches from his throat. Blood mist disperses, then reconverges, taking a gooey red form. Sorts. Bloody shadow. Sorry, the vampires witchcraft has taken hold. I don't know how it is collapsed. The size of kings, one variable to eliminate. As chaos eliminate doubt blood, hesitate not to spill our own blood, your own blood. Oh, we're part of the siege and tower, Knight's Tower. Careful, I got you. You die here with your king, Victoria. Do it. Motors on deck. We still have civilians and our people below. Act. Delphine, to your left. Oh. Sorry, thanks. There aren't many of them. You can pin them down. Force compartments one bulk away ahead. One bulkhead away. Get the civilians there. No, there's something more important that we must do. These people came with me. I promise to protect them. Duquimia likely doesn't know how bad things are for. Go and inform her. I'll hold out until your informants arrive. But this suits you better. You have a formal command structure. There's no way to integrate us quickly. Then, go. Damn, you've got a hard head. Almost made my hand go numb. Podcast profane. A little bit, so I was thinking wouldn't be spoils enough. Ground acid. You're ready for a brawl, mates. For an instant, I wish I was with them. When I first joined, saw Bernacher Jim, and I went from being alone to being in a community. Cador and Bear, we stood together. This ends now. None of the hammer compresses there in the passage, get roars. I dropped the liquid fall on my face. My vision blurs. Delphine, Val draws news. Delphine. Mother. I wipe my eyes. Another parrot's eye right in front of me. Red pulls from the sockets. Go no further. You're hurt. You only be in my way. In the way, same for me. Kill me, or whatever. This consumes me. The sword guards in her grace will kill the sarcasm. Do not put yourself in danger, Delphine, no. Don't even feel pain anymore. Freebie, then stop. I draw my sword. You're still conscious. I cannot be disturbed, but I see the relief in her eyes. Grabs my sword, sending it into her own body. I'm trembling. I can't see clearly. Hey, Delphine, you must live. Thank you for freeing me. Fountain, see the red eye. He gives up breathing. Smile at the dead. This is sarcasm. Well then. My feet cannot move. Worry, unease, and fear grip me. Let's go out. The light comes from above deck. There is only silence among the bodies. Rain solidifies as falls. Falling backwards, evaporating, converging. A red-black sun rises into the sky, obscuring his white counterpart. While this complexion emerges from the black sun, not a speck of blood in. Hashtag not all vampires. He ascends from the black sun. I avert my gaze. Am I afraid? Dodge. You should not have dodged, sorry. Paleness of your face would have contrasted with the blood drops. Would have painted a picture of beautiful despair. You just can't stop playing with blood, I see. Nothing has changed for you people, even after all these centuries. Let's fall again. Drift. Good day to die. Your grace, this attack was planned, as expected. Saul and Sark has to pay a personal visit, though. All well and good, I suppose. Battle blow is not going well. Y'all should organize defense. No matter, this one's our only threat. Mother, Nicolimir points his sword toward the invasion Sark has leaving. I now see the expression on her face, but I know it is not the mother I know so well. Soldier was right. Only be in the way. Long had enough with Indian spy arts. Wonder what the spy on a vampire looks like. You're a strong Victorian. You don't think you'll short back. Your blood will betray you. The creator built a barge for life, humanity, and I stand to build the bridge. Well, not any worse than the Spider-Man. Blue blade cuts through a rain of blood. Tiny drop of rain cuts open Mother's cheek. Was it red rain or blood seeping out? I could not say. There's no change in Mother's special, but I have never seen her get hurt before. 4-4. Still clinging to dreams and fantasies. Guess why your battleship fell from within. Focus on the mission at hand, soldiers. Ready. The duty is to kill the enemies of Windmere, not to protect the life of Windmere. Do all you can to weaken the sarcasm. Victoria will take back what is hers. Vampire's movement start to stop. No, Sard's guard are too fast. Received formal military training. I did not go to Londinium unprepared. But here and now, I realized the weight of the words Duke of Windmere. My mother never let her daughter see the kinds of battlefields that she did. Not bad, not bad. But you're a Duke of Victoria for nothing. You're not whatever. How many sarkas have you eaten? I don't have such disgusting habits. No, you and your ancestors reveled in war from Casimir's to Lithium. Dooku and Mir once had an army of Sarkaz. The war of 4 nations, which engulfed most of the land. How did your ancestors use them? Forward tricks. Theft of witchcraft in favor of Nastrism. Blood and flesh of Sarkaz spread across the battlefield, becoming yet another bulwark for your glorious armada. You ate them up, alright. Are you after revenge, Sarkaz? Of course. How dare you trifle with the methods of my creation, the property of the Crimson Court. Being strengthened by the blood of the fallen. No, it is no longer bloody fluids, but part of the curse. Prepare for counterarts. Stay calm. Take a deep breath. My throat is coarse. I cannot speak. If I try to gasp for air, the smell of blood is all there. Vampire and Confessarius. This is Mother's flagship. Link Hardines, most experienced commanders, bravest sailors, and most steadfast warriors are gathered here. Mother once told me that war is not about heroes, about charging into danger. The commander must see the whole battlefield in order to see the way to victory. But I realize why the ship has sailed deep behind enemy lines without support. Because of me. No. This is no time for self-flagellation. I had to do something. There's no place on Mother's battlefield for me. Someone must bring order. One of the kings of Sarkaz court said. Would they really attack us so reckless? My espionage background tells me that something is missing from this puzzle. I have to do something. Think. Think, Mark, think. Would it be? No, arts can teleport. They can teleport an entire army are unheard of. Our ship fell from within. I know this feeling. The Matsu. I encountered him personally when leaving Norport. I heard about this terrible king of Sarkaz court from Mia, but he was defeated. How could he? Still, this is the most likely answer. There are 2 kings of Sarkaz court on the ship. A truly terrifying conclusion. What about the vampire? Why didn't he go straight to the target if he could use his witchcraft on the officers? Attacking secondary targets with witchcraft and creating disorder with assassins, that's too inefficient. The Sarkaz fighting with Mother. The Matsu. They simply infiltrate us by taking the face of Victorian. If. Damn it. Mother. Delphine, stay. This one's fake. The sword guard's weapon impaled the vampire. The light of arts penetrated Sarkaz twisted visage. The arts of the sword guards of Windmere passed on from generation to generation are simple but brutally effective. Mother quickly sets her sight back on the target. I draw my sword. The sword guards do not hear me cry. Mother is ready. The vampire laughs. The massive blood arts explode before it can be cast. Gust of wind sweeps through the sticky air, blowing away the sanguine rain and wind. Death falls silent. True terror begins to spread slowly but surely. Blood converges upon the hand of the silhouette, forming a crystal. Then, the other. True. Enough. I don't enjoy seeing another wear my face. Our guards pull back immediately. Oh boy, they are so fucked. And so, 2 of them are laid by an eyelash, and their flesh takes incomprehensible form in a split second. Yup, y'all are toast. I can feel my sword hand trembling, my throat seizing up. This is a battle beyond my comprehension. I guess I was right. The Sanguinarch sort of does have a tendency to sort of instantly murder people when he feels like it. The little girl saw through your disguise. Using your touch of the Matsu, previously would have been more convincing. Is that so? These arts are merely a poor imitation by the Confessarius. Foul, uncouth, vulgar killing. Looks towards me, then towards Mother. I'm trembling. Delphi. Yes. Good job seeing through a trick. All the sword guards would have been lost. There's nothing more you can do here now. The escort fleet is approaching. We must ensure that communication with the fleet is maintained. Communication tower, 9 to 10. The enemy is in few number. Go. and count on you. She pats my shoulder with an injured hand. Only then do I notice she has many more scars on her than I remember. Understood. Turn around and run for the communications tower. Pride overcame fear in that instant. Mother said, "I'm counting on you." See, a Conquistari is trying to blow the communication tower and our soldiers still resist. Thank goodness the communication tower hasn't fallen yet. Ship's slowing down. It's the engines, they're attacking the engine room. Damn it. Grab my hand. Don't look back. Get up. Old Lady Delphi. Must regroup and counterattack. Reinforcements are on the way. Listen up, man. Dust clouds in the distance. Help us on the way. They're playing. Has failed so easily. I turn around. The front of the deck has been completely engulfed in red fog. But only the flash of sword and vampire cards to penetrate. Why do I feel so uneasy? Ah. Delphian, look out. A pair of eyes peer at me. In the infinite raindrops and the reflection of blood on the deck. Vampire's hand brushes my neck. Why is he not fighting Mother? Vienna tries to push me away, but it's too late. My sword. I still have my sword. I am her daughter. She is counting on me. Blood-woven crimson witchcraft vanishes into thin air. Can't. Are you alright? I'm fine. It's all in my head. Troops are holding back the enemy down below. So we come up to help. Bad news is that we found traces of the Demazi down here. We know the Sanguinarch and Demazi are attacking together. No way. Attack was not a Demazi feint. It was true blue vampiric witchcraft. The King of Sark's court had intended to kill me. There's no reason I should still be alive. It was not my own strength that allowed me to resist. He had other plans. There's no doubt about that. Once again, I looked towards the sword guards. The sword was still flashing. I can faintly see the silhouette conversion. Something's not right. They're falling one by one. They're backing up. This is not right. Where's Mother? Delphi, where are you going? Ah, dreadful. Scented blood has changed. Confessari has succeeded, as is the Sanguinarch. Pull back. It was unable to do so. Drive your dagger into your heart on my command. You. Impossible. You know, to fight against the big vampire taking its toll, Mother and her soul guard should not have fallen so easy. I will lend you the Windmere soul, which no wall could stop. The blade of light that struck down its spines, one of Victoria's two sharpest swords. Rope listened to them. Why? How? Charged into the fog of blood, hearing only my accelerating heartbeat. Finally, I spy a figure. Ugh. Lost all sensation in her arms. The guards are routed. How do you feel now? Ugh. Sarcasm. You caught me. The instant weakness of disorder. Why? I do not understand. You find it regrettable. She's finished. Let the great warrior savor the fading of life. Are you leaving? I have no interest in the inconsequential deaths that remain. One glance from that devil is enough to freeze my blood. It does not kill me. Blood is a penny a gallon. Where are you after? We're unsure. The age of shame is coming to an end. Are you hurt? It does not matter. It spears into blood. You. Oh, there you are. The owner saw through us. He said you were losing your touch. He said you were losing her touch. How convincing was the last one? Is this good enough? Don't you dare wear her face. He smiles at me with Mother's face. We must try. Then with an identical sword, Mother's sword, he impales his own chest. Sarcasm. And if I try to charge, my body refuses to move. We'll do better next time. This was my ear wearing my own face. Mother's sword is still in his chest. In my chest. He falls, and familiar blood which half covers him, consuming it. After the blood it boils and evaporates. It was as though nothing had ever happened. All I can do is pick up Mother's sword. I catch sight of Mother. The sound of fighting has stopped. The wind has calmed. The ship has stopped. There's the blue hair on the ground. Mother is bleeding. Delphin. Can't see very well. Have they retreated? Mother. They're gone. Mother, I'll call for the doctors. They'll be fine. You're Duke Windmere. You're my mother. Here. Oh. I couldn't beat him. I couldn't believe it. Don't go, Delphine. Don't go. Let me look at you. I think my suspicions are right. She's definitely just a child. Listen, unless the tall genes completely skipped her ass to such a ridiculous degree. Whatever. Mother's body grows cold in my arms. I dare not let go. The sound of Mother's heartbeat fades further and further away. Don't cry. I'm not crying, Mother. I saw you swing your sword, Delphine. Very good. You had injured your hand. Your grip was never right. It was too hasty. Mother, don't say anything. Mother gazes toward the horizon. It's that the direction of Londinium. As I've always lain upon Victoria. I remember the direction your father left in. I had a surprise for you. One that was prepared long ago. Well, Delphine knew. I thought you would be taller. This will be a bit loose. Just calm down, Delphine. Rain stops. Damn, her last words to her daughter really were calling her short. Hilarious. Okay, not maybe not hilarious. That'll be Singe warning.
This is no time for excuses.
Y'all scientists Singe warning the not Cowboy Singe. Just he's entered eternally here and appear from where it leads. Okay, just the same jazz as before.
Where's the most dangerous spot?
Thank God there's no artillery.
Don't panic. Decided what to carve on your grave yet?
I have to. What are you doing, buddy? I need a healer. I really need a healer.
Switching forms. Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Now I need DPS probably. On that grass.
So this is your judgment.
I wonder who their target will be.
Clamor of the dead peters out into
Ah,
oblivion.
fudge. This is bad. Alright. Let me try that again.
I'll keep watch behind. No one will give chase.
I think we'll have to use. I know I want to use monster because it's new and glittery, but I think we'll have to rely on the horror cop properly. Keep everyone alive.
Make certain my claws don't scratch you.
I
Are
think
they
my
the
bro
ones
should
who
go out
caused
there.
such destruction and started all this conflict?
Where's their most annoying guy?
Oh boy.
I'll take him down.
I should not have done that. That was stupid. Why did I do
If
it?
you can't help, just run. I'll handle this.
Stupid. Single. That's my name.
始めるよ. Enemy engaged. Let's end this quickly.
Vermin. This will be over soon.
As long as there's a blocker. Where is she?
Solidify.
覚悟はできる.
Definitely need a DPS.
I should try out. My ivory meat. Look at the crap about it right now. I'm in position. Target defined.
Where's the most dangerous?
Wonderful.
Solidify.
That's exactly what I need.
覚悟はでここの敵。そんなに
Fuck
怖
is-
くない。
Oh, oh, wait.
You're not the one I'm looking for. Move.
Yielding is not an option.
Last step of battlefield prep. 深呼吸. Last step of battlefield prep. 深呼吸. Stay.
I accept your invitation.
Yielding is not an option.
I'm in position. Target quickly. I see it. Life withers and dissipates. Remnants left to hesitate.
Wonder it's hard because healing. Okay, wonderful.
You can do it.
I see it. Bathed in fire. Departed souls dance in a frenzy of fear.
Solidify.
Look into my eyes.
Go ahead. Don't panic. What a pity.
Mission accomplished.
I play this cutscene. I call for tonight. No, I'm gonna skip it. We'll come back to it. I'm joking. Right. Present a picture of calm. Crowd is running. Screams are everywhere. Death hardly awakened from the last nightmare before they're pulled into another great escape. You brace yourself against the wall. Someone ran into you hard. Someone pretty darn strong. I'm assuming this is down in the brig. Or with the refugees or escapees from Northport. Brace yourself against someone ran. It all happened so quickly I don't have time to plan. Expecting the worst. From the moment you failed to stop the first drop of blood from seeping into the curious citizen. Even worse is that you and Mia have become separated by a stampeding crowd. Is it Doctor? Doctor! It's been a long time since you last felt alone. Stay calm. Screams down out your voice. Nobody's listening to your commands. Out of my way. Out of my way. The monsters are coming. Get out of my way. Get away, there's blood on you, like those monsters. They're not your operator, they're just ordinary people. Losing his luxury in the face of death. Doctor. Doctor, I'm here, grab my hand. You finally hear a familiar voice. Mia. Mia, trying to force her way through the panicking crowd, reaches out her hand. Grab my hand, Doctor. Mia. Motion capture you back. No, you are the one whom Mia cares most deeply about, always. Such bias. No, I disappoint her. And straight to the crowd. What? No, stop, Singe. Extend your hand with all your strength. You're not a Mia. You realize who is standing before you, a moment before your hands touch. The Mots. What? What should the King of Sarkaz look like? Not the one you once were. The myriad of souls still reject us. However, a change has occurred. A part of us has left us. Must make a choice. We cannot remain stagnant. The Motzi approaches you, one step at a time. You can feel the one time King of the Sarkaz court has changed. He is no longer an idle observer. He has begun moving forward. Doctor. King of Sarkaz. I tried to imitate you, but I failed. The new Dematsu. It is your choice to formally stand against us. We simply decided to try. No. We will learn our meaning and battle against you, King of Sarkaz. Where does our path lead? Once, I asked the previous Dematsu what I should do. He said I must overcome all doubt and hesitation. If you still call me King of Sarkaz after being reborn, then go and find your answer yourself. You won't get it from me. She is always at your side, smiling. This almost makes you forget that she is the true King of Sarkaz. Dark hearts rumble. You find me a presence downright imposing. But still, you feel uneasy. Instincts tell you there's no ordinary time. In a short period of time, you have learned that Duke Windmere, defender of front lines, is no overshoulder. She had her flagship break off from the fleet in order to save her daughter. This was an opportunity. The rest of the fleet was not so far away. Tactical advantage in attacking a local vessel is limited, unless there was a decapitational operation. No, killing a Duke only makes our men angry. There's more to Theris' plan. Plus, the ship is home to more than just the Duke Gillies Clark. You and your friends are here. King of Sarkaz is here. Suddenly, a pang of intense pain tastes. Oh, hello, a mean commissarius lady. Oh, did I hurt you? The Assalon woman is so annoying. She's persistent with everything. Doctor. Mia disengages from her battle with the Demacia and runs towards her. Hearts converge on her fingertips, and her crown appears above her head. Look out at Mia. You're the one they're after. Black arts are shattered, the black crown gone. Mia's arts disintegrate in an instant, as though they never exist. How could this be? This powered Sarkaz King. How? Long waited to rummage in your emotions and memories, little king. Thought the Revenant would cause you some difficulty, but it seems to be in better condition than I expected. Honest, no chimera. You are no threes. A dark halo envelops Mia. She tries to break through the Confessori's cage does not budge. The cage grows smaller. You look for someone who can help. Way to break Mia free. Confessori's guards block any eyes that dare gaze upon this place. The enemy is more prepared than you thought. It will meet. But for it to become conferred to the crown, do you truly understand your power? We've studied the King of Sarkaz for thousands of years. Mia's struggles go feeble. The ancient Bane arts drain her strength. Her knees buckle and she falls to the ground. She lifts a hand, but now her bow of arts answer. As for you, you feel the chilling, the gaze scanning. Your heart is beating so fast it threatens to escape your chest. Anger and despair. Death extends its tendrils towards you. Clench your fist. Get away from Doctor. Still mustering the power of the king, even when surrounded by Confessori's witchcraft. Sorry, Miss Liz. Well, this is the benefit to our experiments. Spare a doctor's life for now, and teach you to leverage your emotions. Must make sure you behave before handing you over to the leader. Great Tomatsu. The nasty woman is command county to deal with the rest. Very well. She will temper us. See Ascalon sprinting toward you. Countless Commissarius guards stand away. They fall without a sound, and the figures of countless Tomatsu once again bury. Commissarius with blue hair lifts Mia with her in arms. The whole structure around you shatters. A staircase of earth and stone rises, and a wall of canyon outside opens, escaping them all. You have seen art like this before. She is no gargoyle. Doctor. Mia. Wherever they walk, the stone bridge trembles and shatters, and the cracks on the wall heal. Ascalon tries to free herself from the Tomatsu tide, but expressionless fragments seem endless. Doctor, stay where you. Most important thing is, Officers and Mia go distance. You have heard it many times from many people. We are not built for fighting, so we cannot even complete the beginner course for training operators. Calcit wanted to stay in the rear, giving orders in safety. The Calcit, equally thin and frail, stood before Therasis. You can see the gaping wound when you close your eyes. You should wait where you are. Ascalon needs time. Work on a rescue plan once the battle is concluded. The commander should learn to recognize when the situation is untenable. But your ears ring. Mia is your partner, your family. Your what? Their main daughter. You sense the sensibility. Your past memories all cry out. The smiles, the tears, the hard times, the brief joy. The whole breach is right beside you. The stone staircase is starting to fall apart. You put a numb foot forward. Let Mia go. You leap before the bridge shatters completely. Huff, huff, huff. You run like never before, as the ground falls out beneath where you just tread. Your view is obscured by white vapors as you exhale. Your whole body trembles. You have never so lamented the frailness of your physique. It is not far. You can catch them. You can't. There is no time to think. The hole is within reach, but the ever-shifting rock wall closes on it at any moment. A few steps further. You muster all the speed you have. The next instant, you find yourself falling into infinite darkness. Ending for today. How much time has passed? With your portable light, you see countless hands emerge from the ground, pulling at the passageway, slowing it shut. Space continues to contract, pressing on you. You do not know how far you must go, but you will not stop. Down, down, down. Huff, huff, huff. Your lungs sting. All in the distance is your only hope. In the contracting hole, you find yourself hanging from an upside-down statue. Its eyes deep water, falling from above, gleaming an eerie red into the lights of magma. What is this place? What are these statues? You recognize the statue as Dajjal. The gargoyle shoulders the roof of the cave, feet burning in the magma. The banshee curls up in the wilted thorns, one whistle in hand. Undergo tries to tear the rock walls apart with twisted hands, frightful visage roaring beneath the mask. The withered vampire extends a hand from the wall. Creatures of unknown race hold its head in its hand, stone claws running through its eyes. Statues of the Sarkaz races. Your tough doctor are spectral. You feel a heavy blow and a pair of baleful eyes. Still going. Wake. How did you fall with your feeble constitution yours? I examined your body but found nothing. Well, not exactly nothing. Your structure is unusual, different from all the samples I've seen. I would very much like to study. In great detail. Unfortunately, this place has been abandoned a long time, and the equipment is far from adequate. It would not do to damage such a precious sample. Perhaps I could bring you back to London, but Darcy seems to pay particular attention to you. Amia. Words of Mia. Conscious seems hazy. Black hearts seep out from her and fade into thin air the next instant. Her brow twitches in pain. She is not in good shape. You have never seen this expression on the brave child's face ever since you met in Chernobyl. Look, Doctor, what is she looking at? She's trembling. What did you do to her? Giving a sarcasm grants the promised land. Little bunny simply got a taste of her own power. Stop while Johnny on lava, with trembling threat. Painfully amusing, the way you grasp at straws. No operators at your side, nothing for you to command, even King of Sarcasm when your service leaving. What can you do? She draws closer. You tighten the hand hidden behind your back. All you have is a sharp rock that you happen to pick up in the chaos. Your reason tells you it's useless. Perhaps you have a speck of hope if your blades ask longer than pop you car, really. You feel regret, but ever stronger is your determination. The pain in your hand keeps you conscious. Patience, wait for her to draw close. Ask the leader many times. What has power softened them to hands to ordinary? What have these forgotten sarcastic kings given us besides the life of exile and persecution? Will you, Doctor, be one of the causes of another round of suffering? You spell on me and I'll do my best to answer. I appreciate your intelligence, but there's never been a shortage of smart people. There's nothing that can compare to this opportunity we have pushed for thousands of years. If you can force the crown upon the head of this tiny little bunny, then it can be forced out. You will not steal Amia's crown. Steal? No, his crown is not a ring lying on the battlefield for taking. You'll never understand. The blue-haired conferencier turns towards Amia. This might be our chance. To make the calculations, with your full strength, perhaps. What's this, a rock? You feel your internal organs twitch and convulse. This thrust fills your mouth. One little push from conferencier in the right hand loses all sensation. Bones are broken. Wincing at intense pain, you force yourself to lunge forward, but she lightly dodges. You fall in front of Mia, blocking the blue-haired conferencier's malicious gaze. Out-touchable, put yourself in front of her, but meaningless. If you're so obsessed, I have a better way to deal with you. Perhaps that brain beneath the hood holds secrets beneficial to our experiments. There, don't try to resist. Share your memories with me. You can feel the conferencier's breathing. A numbing sensation filled with the ancient wavecraft moved towards the top of your head. Get out of my head. Stop with the flashing. What? What could possibly repel a conferencier is this? Does this have to do with experiencing the sarcophagus? And why those memories are blocked? Or their memories. In the sarcasm, when her mind should have been shackled. Black vortex rises from behind you. Tamiya whispers at its center. Black crown trembles with agitation. Oh, Amiya did. Ancient sarcasm language. Amiya. Shackles of myriad souls are not so easily broken. She remains in the midst of myriad souls. She has chosen to protect herself consciously. Wait, that's not all. Her connection with the crown is growing. The crown, remember souls, is that Amiya's voice. You get a feeling. She is growing more distant by a second, to a place you cannot reach. Amiya, wake up. Try to grab Amiya. Black voice vortex whirls between you, and a great force tries to push you away. You dig your one good hand into the dirt, dragging the rest of your hide along, towards the girl lying on the ground. Such intense emotions. Looks like Teresa's choice was not entirely one of desperation after all. Just a little further. Why don't we cut it straight to the chase then? I hope this won't break your little head. That would be a shame. The conferencier left more than statues in this cavern. Sarcasm incantation. Amiya. You touch you. You promise. Reject the voice. Black vortex shatters and vanishes. You grab Mia's hand. Mia's grown up, but her hand still feels small and frail. Your pain is filled with sweat. Or her palm is filled with sweat. You do not know if the Confessori's curse worked. It was the result of Mia's effort and yours. Blood sprays from the Confessori's neck. Ascalon walks towards you, casting another glance at the fallen Confessori's. That was reckless, Doctor. If I didn't run into you, look out. Blood explodes and a sanguine shockwave sweeps toward you. The figure stands in front of you, arriving in the nick of time. Vampire Arts, what have you done to your bloodline? Hard to imagine you're related to Shine. The amount of grief that your degradation has caused that fine girl. Cough, cough. Lord of Banshees. I'm impressed. Couldn't have been easy to get here. Confessorius puts her hand on her neck, the blood sprayed from it slowly flowing back. Should be more careful, knowing that sitting Lord of Banshees is rather rebellious. You're more dangerous than we expect. Urgent situation, interrogation out of question, kill her and leave. I know. She looked with full expression, the incantation that immediately emerges from his tongue. But you do not see Salus's eye, fear, anger, any expression you might expect to go on facing your own death. You only see curiosity. This Lord of the Banshees. Court. Indeed, these incantations are no less refined than that of your famous mother. But did you know? Such refined runes, refined arts, are far from the sarcasm's roots. She's backing up. Beneath her, the statue of Banshee towers above. Is she able to call on their power, defending the statues? I'm gonna guess this. Ascalon. An instant before everything went black, we saw Ascalon grab Mia while Loga shielded. We saw a statue come to life. We saw the Confessori's eyes narrow, and saw her ring the death knell first. See, Jesus Christ. Huh? Doctor. We left the cave. Ascalon scouting the area. Your right forearm is broken. I made a makeshift flint. I'm no better. About Mia. Still unconscious. The Confessor has said something to the effect of trapped in a myriad of souls, but she's alive at least. Turn around to see a cowardly girl lying peacefully under a tree, as if she's merely sleeping. I can understand Ascalon's objection to your methods. She's concerned for far more than just her safety. It's also true that you bought us time. The Confessorius and Mia would be behind on the enemy's walls by now if not for your efforts. But the Confessorius, she got away. Rock and earth, blood, all the way on Banshee. Is this the sarcasm that Confessori want? One so obsessed with bloodline and witchcraft? Target is the king of sarcasm. We must inform Calcet and Shine. Wait. Vapor around us. This can't be. Careful, Doctor. We're still inside the enemy's trap. What is it? This is not Victoria. This is Valis of the Banshee. And that's where we end, I see.
There is one more thing though. Logistics gave me far too much tea and cake. Would everyone like to help me lighten the load?
This. Well, we are done for the day. Watch this. It's way too late, Rock. I'm not doing anything.